6.1b, operations on functions. We're going to perform an indicated operation, but we've got a new operation here. So notice this symbol. This is not a multiplication symbol, it's a composition. It's called a composition. And how you read this is the word of. I like to write it like this: G of H of 2. And so what it is we're plugging a function into another function. We need to find H of 2 first, and then we're going to plug that into the G function. So basically, take the 2 and plug it into the H function. So I'm going to plug in a 2 right there. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. So H of 2 is actually negative 8. So we're going to take that result and we're going to plug that result into the G function. So that goes right here into the G function. There's a negative 8. So let's write that out. 4 times negative 8 minus 5. We can use a calculator here if you want. 4 times negative 8 minus 5 is negative 37. So let's do another one. Number 3 says G of H of 4. So again, I like to read it like G of H of 4. I think it just makes more sense what we're doing. We need to find H of 4 first. So that means plug in that 4 into the H function. 4 minus 4 is 0, of course. So H of 4 is 0. Now we need to plug that 0 into the G function. So plug 0 into the G function, you get 0 minus 1 is negative 1. Number 5, same thing. Let's go with f of g of negative 3. I want to start with plugging negative 3 into the G function. And that's right here and right here. So let's look at a calculator for this one. Anytime you plug in a number, put it in parentheses. Because if you type in negative 3 squared, which is what we need to do, with or without parentheses, you're going to get two different answers. So be very careful there. Save yourself some hassle and just put it in parentheses. So what I'm looking at here, if I look at this equation, if I did it by hand, I'd have negative 3 squared minus 4 times negative 3. Negative 3 squared minus 4 times negative 3. Use your parentheses buttons. That's 21. So G of negative 3 is 21. Now we need to plug that into the f function. We need to find f of 21. That means plug in a 21 right there. 21 minus 4 is 17. Number 7 is tricky because there's only one function, g. But what this says to do is g of negative 2. So it's not as tricky as it looks. Let's do negative 2 into the g function. So if we plug in negative 2 into that g function, negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. So now we have to do g of negative 1. And all that means is now we're going to come back and plug in negative 1 into that g function. Negative 1 plus 1 equals 0. So that's pretty much it. You're going to do the rest, or the same thing on 1 through 12, I guess. Let's see, is there anything different? Yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. And then you've got some review problems down here: add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Good luck.